Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lugness Monster. Today, we're going to be talking about the recently revealed Star Wars The Black Series, Commander Jesse. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to go down, hit that like button, and subscribe. We do a ton of content on the channel, so if you don't want to miss out, like I said, hit that sub button. I really appreciate it. If you did miss out on the news, Hasbro did just recently reveal their Star Wars The Black Series clone commander Jesse figure. If you did miss that last previous news video where I talk about all the reveals, make sure to go check that one out. It is up on the channel and I will link it in the description. But yeah, they did reveal their ARC Trooper Jesse, clone commander Jesse, whatever you want to call him. And there was a big problem. I know a lot of people saw it. I definitely pointed it out. And it's a big problem with this figure. And that is the helmet is inaccurate. They gave him the ARC Trooper helmet rather than the standard Phase 2 helmet that he has in the show. Now, I have had a day to process this, so I'm not as angry as I was yesterday about it, but I'm still very upset about it, and that's why I really want to make this video. It's just uncalled for. Absolutely no reason that this figure should have this ARC Trooper helmet. There is zero reason, zero excuse, and I really do not care about anybody who comes up with an excuse to defend it, because, to be honest, there is no reason for it. And yes, don't get me wrong, I think the figure looks great. The helmet's just a shame. I think, like, head to toe, I guess neck to toe, the figure is incredible, looks insane. I do love the face print underneath. It's just that helmet is inaccurate, and it's something I cannot get over. I know some people in the comments are like, well, just be happy that you're finally getting a Jesse. Yes, I'm happy we're finally getting a Jesse. And it's taken us so long up to this point. That's the main reason I'm upset about it, is it's inaccuracy from, like, the helmet that should not be there. Like I said, there is zero excuse, and here's why. So, first up, it's not like they would have had to make a new mold for this helmet. This helmet that he uses in the show, I'll throw up photos, it's just a standard Phase 2 clone helmet. That same exact clone helmet we've gotten 25 other times in the Black Series. Like, there is no reason to repaint this ARC Trooper helmet when you already have the existing mold for it. You would just literally have to put it on the figure. There is no new molds, which means there's no new molding costs or anything like that. It is literally a mold that they already have. So there is no reason that repainting this helmet would make sense. You know, there could possibly be the argument like, well, that ARC Trooper helmet is somehow connected to the mold, or it has to be molded with it, and so there is no way they could swap out the helmet. And that's just not true. Look at Black Series photo. That one has the Phase 1 helmet. And so you might say, yeah, well, they made a whole separate new mold for that rather than just reusing the ARC Trooper mold. Okay, then make a whole new mold for Jesse. I literally do not care. If you can do a different helmet for the inaccurate Fordo, then you can do a new helmet for Jesse. Heck, don't do a new helmet. Do the Phase 2 helmet that we already have. Like I said, there's no reason that you shouldn't be using the helmet that's already there. It's this that gets me so upset, that just absolutely infuriated, is the fact that the exact same thing happened for the TVC Jesse. They gave him the inaccurate helmet, and everybody complained about it. And so you might argue, hey, Hasbro didn't know, it was a detail that they overlooked, you know, it was an accident, you know, it's a problem, it's an error, it's something that they didn't personally choose to do, and that is just not true. Hasbro saw everybody upset about Jesse, they saw that this was a problem, and they specifically chose to do it again, and that's what really gets me upset. They know that there would be outrage about it, and they still chose to do the inaccurate helmet. Like, there's no excuse. It's not like, oh, we didn't notice it, or we didn't, no. You guys knew it was a thing, and you still chose to use the wrong helmet. And that's just what really just pisses me off. They even looked at some of the smaller details, like switching the pouch from one side of the chest to the other, compared to the Echo mold. And yet, they look at a detail like that, but they don't look at the helmet? I think it's funny too, because even the box art is incorrect. Now, the box art is more correct than the actual figure because the box art has a Phase 2 helmet with a rangefinder. So the rangefinder is inaccurate, but the Phase 2 helmet is accurate compared to the ARC Trooper helmet. So that's a little strange, but I mean, at least the box art got it more accurate than the actual figure. But that's just really frustrating. You know, this figure has been rumored for almost 2 years now. I believe it was like October of 2020 or 2021. Like, it's been a long time now. that we've been expecting this figure, and with that much hype and that much like expectations for the figure, to see them go ahead and do this, it's just a real shame. And not even the fact that they did it, it's the fact that they chose to do it meaningfully. They meaningfully chose to do it and blatantly ignored all of the problems that the TVC figure had. And another thing I want to address is the box. This guy's name is Clone Commander Jesse. Jesse was never a commander. I mean, there's one time you might argue he's a commander, but even then, I don't think he's a commander. The entire time of Season 7 of the Clone Wars, he is a ARC Trooper Lieutenant. That is all the way up to the last episode, he is an ARC Trooper Lieutenant. Now, I guess you could argue that during Season 7 of the Clone Wars, whenever Jesse is arresting Commander Rex, he's like, you will be demoted of rank and you will be executed, that kind of stuff. And so, I mean, if he's demoting Commander Rex, would that make him commander? You could argue that, but on the other hand, Ahsoka's being arrested for Order 66 there too. She's about to get executed, and so because of that, that would make Jesse the general, not the commander. So that's, I don't know. I don't think he's ever a commander, and so even the name of this figure is inaccurate. And, you know, it's just even more upsetting when if you look at the end of Season 7, the whole symbolism around burying the dead, and when you have all the clone helmets on the sticks with, like, after Ahsoka buries them all, and it just pans to Jesse's helmet, and then the show ends pretty much. I mean, there's a lot of symbolism behind that, and even then, like, they got Jesse's helmet wrong. And I don't know how you can watch that end scene and then go and look at this figure and say, yeah, it's all right, that works. Like, no. And then, of course, it is a Walmart exclusive, and I'm not as upset about this. I think the helmet is a way bigger problem. Obviously, it's a Walmart exclusive, and that sucks. It's going to be hard to get. I already know that. Walmart exclusives almost are never stocked in stores, at least around me. I mean, if I go back and look at all of the, like, last Walmart exclusives in the last 3 years, 0 of them have hit stores. The first Clone Wars wave with, like, the 332nd and Season 7 Ahsoka never hit my store. If you look at the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, never hit my store. You look at the Walmart exclusive Rex or Crosshair, or even the Bad Batch, like Imperial Clone Shock Trooper, none of those ever hit my store. And obviously that's speaking from my experience, but I know a lot of people have the same one where these Walmart exclusives just don't show up in stores. And so this one's going to be a hard figure to get. Obviously it will be available online, which is great, but I know Walmart always has problems with their pre-orders, and hopefully this one goes smooth. But yeah, it's a shame. I just think that the Walmart exclusive part of it is the least of the problem. So yeah, I mean, leave comments down below. I want to know your guys' thoughts, but I think I'm perfectly justified. You can argue with me in the comments all you want, but I have the right to my own opinion, and I think the ARC Trooper helmet is just blatantly disrespectful to Black Series fans. I mean, again, it's not the fact that they used it, it's the fact that they blatantly chose to use it knowing that it is a problem and knowing that it's inaccurate, and I just think it's a slap in the face to all Clone Wars fans. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think, but that's going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy, the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.